All right, fam. So I'm back to um I'm sharing about things I have learned in this short period of traveling during this Japa season. Emphasis on Japa season because it might not be like this forever, especially if you're traveling through Lagos. In the first video about this, I shared about being alert and ready. The second thing I need to talk about is that you need God's favor. You need a miracle on your side. I don't know how to further explain that. If you don't believe in God, this might be your best chance to believe in God, because in the first video I I was trying to explain that I met a queue of 200, but guess what? I jumped that queue. Let me tell you guys what happened. So when I got there, I was like, oh my God, am I going to be on this queue? I thought I came here early. Right there, because I noticed that they were working on one of the entrance into the airport. And this queue I'm talking about is not queue to check in on your flight route, though. It's just entrance into the airport here too. Yes. So they were working on one of the, whether it's entrance, the one of those gates to enter. And as I was there with my load and my friend, which is also another point, ensure that you go with someone. As I was there, another thing, the airport people now said, oh yeah, come, let's use you and try experiment. So apparently there's been that long queue because there was just one gate that was working at the moment into the airport. So everybody was queued up to enter that road, and the other one was being fixed. So as I passed and they saw me, they wanted to try what they have fixed, and they told me to come and try with my luggage to see whether what they have fixed is okay. And for me, I consider that a great miracle because that's how I entered the airport. I didn't have to stand on that queue. So immediately they said, oh yeah, call my friend that was helping me, just drove the trolley. We just ran inside. In fact, they didn't even ask me. You know, they have this habit of finding out if you are a traveler, like they only want just travelers there. But because of the way it's happened for us. He didn't need to declare whether he's a traveler or not. He just strolled in. I went with him, and then somebody just went with us immediately to just see. I don't know. It was just so. I'm like, this can only be God. Though. This people think they are using us as an experiment. But for me, I've avoided this queue, and then immediately somebody went. I think it was an airport staff to kind of take us to where, because when we passed that the whatever they had fixed, we still had to go back to the gate that was working to pass our luggage so that they would check what is inside there. Do you get? When you're entering the airport, of course immigration will check what's inside your luggage. So one of the staff had to take us there, and then when we went there, for me, which was another miracle, I just put my things. So he was just saying, ah, we came from here. So I was just putting my things. So they were not even really asking plenty questions as to you know how immigration works now, but because we were like an experiment. How did they put that thing in biology? Like we are a specimen of experiment. So we passed that queue, and because that person has helped us, we just had to. I personally just asked him, please, can you help me through? Because there was another queue to go to my own flight route. So he just kind of spoke to them and said, okay, can we just help? So we also just like avoided the second queue, which was like about a lot of people again, maybe like 100 plus. So that's my second point. You need God's favor, grace, miracle, whatever you want to call it. You can't do this thing on your own because the airport is crowded. Crowded. It's like a 24 hours. It's like a mini community now. That's how I'll just explain it, right?